Mumbai Indians. So they played their one game, solitary game this week against the Chennai Super Kings. Daniel Sams, Jasprit Bumrah took apart the Chennai batting order with absolute ease. There's not much of a good batting order there, but they still did it. So, EP for them. Apart from that, in their chase, they lost 5 wickets. Granted, some beautiful bowling by Mukesh Chaudhary and Simarjeet Singh. Well, to be fair, from a Mumbai perspective, from the Mumbai batting perspective, there's nothing much to say about this match because it was quite like rudimentary performances to get them to. Well, they need to get a 98, so you don't need like a stand-up performance. But Tilak Verma batted quite well for his 34 of 32. He played him and Ritik Shokeen played a smart innings to get them across the line, and Tim Dale provided the finishing touches. We see yet another failure from Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan. Granted that the ball was swinging like left, right, center, and Mukesh Chaudhary was bowling well, but a failure is a failure. And Daniel Sams, that move.
Yeah, so I want to ask you this question: is Daniel Sams actually good? Because
no,
I still don't actually believe those figures and that performance.
The only reason he got that was one, the umpire is stupid.
Dude, the umpire, yeah, dude. The MI won thanks to Daniel Sams and thanks to that umpire, bro. I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Conway decision.
MI always due to umpires. Just an FYI for all the viewers watching.
I remember the.
Okay. Yeah. So then he got the top 3 out, but then that wasn't too much of a big deal, I would say. Because Daniel Sams, he's done well in the Big Bash League, but on Indian pitches, I don't think he's your guy. And the move to send him in at 3 was, I don't know what you're thinking, bro.
No, I think they just sent him in because they knew it was a tough pitch, so they just wanted him to go and hit. That failed.
Yeah, but I think 1 out of 6, 1 in 6, that worked out quite well for them, eh? I mean, yeah. So that was Mumbai's solitary game this weekend.
Also, Pollard was dropped.
Yeah, Pollard was dropped.
I thought he would be.
So like Tristan Stubbs came in last game. He obviously failed, but that's a tough pitch, so they'll give him another chance. But obviously, I think the real successor should be Duel Brevis, Baby AB as they call him, and I think he'll be a regular player in their playing 11 next year. This year, obviously, not so much, and I guess that's been the team for Mumbai, right? We just keep talking about next year and how good they'll be next year, but this year has been a season to forget.
See, I think one person who could have been a replacement for Pollard, granted he doesn't have the West Indian power and whatnot, would have been Jimmy Neesham.
They had him last year.
Yeah, I know they had him last
year. 2021.
I was so sure that they're like brewing up Jimmy Neesham as a replacement for Pollard, but they didn't bid for him this season. So I guess they think he's shit.
Yeah, but that's surprising to me because Jimmy Neesham did well for them last season.
Jimmy Neesham has done actually well for every team he's played for, like mostly other than Punjab, I think. Did he play for Punjab? Yeah, I think so. But the one thing that you see is Jimmy Neesham's been dropped from New Zealand contracts as well. I don't think that's quite a good decision to make by the New Zealand Cricket Board. But anyway, Jimmy Neesham would have been quite a good replacement for Pollard. And if Rajasthan leaves the Jimmy Neesham next year to, I don't know, bid for someone else or like they just don't like him, I think Mumbai should go for that because he's kind of like a carbon copy of Pollard, just 10 times worse.
Fair enough.
I think he's possibly a better bowler than Pollard.
No, I
don't think so.
When Pollard was bowling in his prime, he was good.
Yeah, in his prime, but like right now, I think he's a better bowler than Pollard.
Technically, Jimmy Neesham's prime is now or a couple of years away from now. So, like,
if you actually look at his career, his prime was probably 2019 in the World Cup.
I think now that he's had more experience, his prime is yet to come. So I would say it's either going to be now or a couple of years from now. 2019 World Cup for him sure was good, but now or a couple of years from now, we'll see.
Yeah. So since we started talking about Jimmy Neesham.